Yo, what's up, guys?
How's it going?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. We got the three amigos again, Ben and Ed here. So it looks like there's a couple people on, so we'll let everybody start funneling in here. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing well. How about you?
Doing great, man. Got the new camera set up, the new mic. Hopefully everything goes good. The new internet connection. The
quality on the videos has been good.
Yeah. Really good. Really good.
Thanks to you guys, man. I appreciate it. It's a big learning curve for somebody like me. So it's but it's been fun.
You're managing it well.
All right.
Yeah, thanks guys. So tonight we're going to be doing, we're going to crack open. We're going to do a fresh crack on Cooper's Craft. Which Ed was kind enough to send us. I've heard great things. This is like a $30 bottle, right?
Yeah.
That
7 to 30 depending on where you are, but yeah, right around $30.
Yeah, that Brown Foreman puts out. So I mean, if Brown Foreman puts it out, I'm looking forward to it. So that's what we will start with tonight, and then we're going to get into a blind flight that Ben sent us, and I'm going to kick Ed's ass. So that's going to be fun.
Pretty much. I'm going to get drugged through the mud. So,
but on
that Cooper's Craft, I don't like it very much. So.
Oh man, you've been killing it, huh?
It's pretty much my daily drinker. That, and I'm digging that 1776 James E. Pepper, man.
Oh, it's good.
Good.
Yeah, that's another $30 bottle, man, that you don't hear a ton of people talk about. That's really good.
Yeah.
For my palate anyway. Same. I like the bottle.
Yeah.
It's nice shape. It's got a good feel to it.
Cool bottle.
100 proof. We got a couple people in the house already. Richard White, what's up? Oh, Richard's from Wood River, Illinois. What's up, buddy? So, Cubs fan or Cards fan, Richard? That's the big question. Ed's a Dodgers fan, and he's already been giving me shit. So
celebrating my guy Vin tonight. So
Whiskey Shits is in the house. What's up, dude? Hey, I sent your sample. Let me know if you got that. I don't remember when it was supposed to go in. Ty Weber. Marty's in the house. Whiskey Nose. If you guys haven't subscribed to Whiskey Nose, go do so.
Yeah. Hi, Marty. What's up?
Going for Ed.
Looks like Aaron's in the house. Oh yeah, Aaron's going for Ed.
What's that?
21090
for the underdogs.
Yeah, 21090's in the house. They got a great channel too. Go subscribe to them if you haven't. Dennis Grayson. Dennis is kind of local to me. What's up, Dennis?
Dennis. Cool.
Dan, Richard White, Chris Gearson. Chris, I sent your sample as well. Hopefully you've got that or it's getting close. So, this smells great, Ed.
Yeah, it's. Hopefully you guys like it.
Wow, it tastes. There's that banana characteristic you get in Brown Foreman.
Right. Especially on that first pour of the bottle. Once it airs out, to me, that banana kind of drifts away a little bit, and you get really, really caramely maple. Oh, I love it.
It's really similar to early times.
Yes. Actually, yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that.
It does remind me of that with the amount of like oak and kind of chocolate notes, but early times, I think I figured out early times. Early times taste double oaked to me without being double oaked. A little bit. I don't know if you guys
try it again. That's interesting. I've never thought about double oaked when I'm drinking it, but
yeah. I mean, not. It's like it's going that direction, but
I get the deep in early times. I get the really deep maple flavor to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a scary crushable bottle right there. So
yeah.
But yeah.
I don't go too often because it is a little bit. It's like very well balanced, but I tend to like, especially on the lower proof stuff, I tend to like something like sweeter just to start things off. And so I don't drink it a lot, but when I always go back to it, I'm like, man, I should drink this more.
Right. That's why that's kind of the reason I do that. I go to this one quite a bit because it is sweet, easy, doesn't fight you back. I know Lance likes the little bourbon that'll fight him back a little bit, but
this has got a good finish to it.
yeah, I mean, I was blown away. I think it was either Jason or My Bourbon Journey. One of those two was where I saw the review, and that's where I thought I'm going to give it a go. And yeah, I've been happy. So glad you guys like it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
good
for sending that.
Mm-hmm.
Whiskey Nose asks, what are we tasting first? Tasting Cooper's Craft 100 from Brown Foreman.
Yep. And
Nice.
as you can see, Marty, I'm like running out of gas there.
Nice $30 bottle.
Yep. And I'm with you, Lance. That's a good infinity bottle right there, I think.
Yeah.
Just the heft to it. It's a good bottle.
Yeah, it's a hefty sucker.
Did you, I don't know, have you guys seen the bottle drop from Curiosity Public where they dropped bottles off of a 2-second story deck on the concrete?
Yeah.
No.
It was hilarious because Dylan thought he was going to win with a 175 of Jim Beam. He knocked it off the table and it shattered all over the ground. He didn't even get to try. but I think this one hold up all right.
Yeah, I think if I had this side by side with Early Times, I think I would still pick Early Times. But that's not to say this is a bad bottle. It's a really good $30 bottle. I like it.
Right. I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that with, James E. Pepper and Early Times and this one, and just see how they compare in the $30 round.
I think James E. Pepper would stand out a lot compared to these.
Agreed.
Just a different profile. All right, Whiskey Nose is cracking that open.
Oh, is he?
Yep, he's cracking open Cooper's Craft.
Yeah, all right.
Let us know what you think, Marty.
Right on.
Yeah, I think it's good. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try them side by side with Early Times. I actually might take the Cooper's Craft.
Really?
I feel like it's a little more. I feel like it has a little more going for it. It's got like a little bit of the sweeter, fruity notes, and it's. I feel like it's a little more complex. I don't know. I could be wrong.
They've got an 80, like an 86 or an 84 proof too. I haven't even tried that. I just went right for this one.
I've seen the lower. I've seen the one you're talking about, but I haven't seen the 100 proof. They don't really have that one around here.
Yeah, I mean, it was everywhere in Indiana, and so far I've seen it pretty regular down here in Georgia. So,
yeah, nice. We were driving to Kentucky and stopped at some places, and it was pretty easily available. I just didn't pick it up, so I'm glad you sent me a bottle.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, Aaron says, he's got a good blind heading my way. Even included his favorite of the day. All right.
I need to redeem. I got to get you a blind since, you hated mine so bad you just deleted the video.
That was your redemption flight too.
Oh, it was a good one too.
It was a good one. It's the only footage I've ever lost. So
how ironic is that? I think I got one. I'll put one together and get some good redemption. And I do have your other bottle, Lance, your bottle McKenna. I got to send you. So
okay.
Yeah, that's
this Cooper's Craft is getting better as I drink it.
It's
It's
solid.
got some good caramel and honey to it, and it's not like some Brown Foreman's a little. I'm not like super crazy on banana, and this is just barely there. It's not too in your face,
Yeah, like kind of as it airs out and gets a little air, that banana dissipates.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
DMCKY, it says, cheers, buddy. I think I sent you a sample as well, DMC. I think I finally got that out, so should be on the way if you haven't received it yet. I think I have a list somewhere back there of all the samples I just sent out. All right, so what do you think, Ed?
Well,
you ready to go?
Make it happen.
Hey, have you guys been seeing the news about the stickers on the bottles and the distilleries cracking down? What do you guys think about that?
I've been hearing about that.
It's already like the majority of those stickers. A lot of them are already like copyright infringement already, but it's like, you know, who cares? You know, I think it's weird that distilleries are going like, hey, you know, don't put stickers on our bottles. It helps them sell. I mean, I don't know. I think it's fun.
Sure.
People do go crazy over them. It's like one sticker is not going to make this bottle taste any better.
No.
I mean, it's
no.
Yeah. But
yeah, I think they're just CYA. I think they're just really covering their ass for, you know, stuff that happens like the Patino bottle and but I think they could really just, you know, if somebody's just really poor taste, they just don't do barrel picks with them anymore, you know?
Right.
That threat alone would keep things tasteful.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely that would, yeah. The stickers that I've seen in the barrel picks I've gotten in Indiana, they're basically labels. They're not even stickers. They just say, you know, barrel pick, Crown Liquors, gives you a date, and that's it. There's nothing fancy about it. It's just like another label on the bottle. So,
yeah. There's some that are really cool. There's a bar here in Austin that's really well known for their Russell's picks. It's called Moonshines.
Okay.
And they've got some really funny ones. They've got one with like, you know, Jimmy Russell like wearing like a gold chain and like and the glasses and stuff like that. And they've got some different ones that are pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, I think they're cool. I think it adds something to it. But I mean, yeah.
Some people act like they don't like. I love stickers. I'll just say it. You know, if that makes me a tater, whatever. I think they're cool.
I mean, I'd chase the crap out of them if I saw stickers. I'm a sticker geek.
Yeah, right.
But like, for instance, this is a barrel store pick, and it's weak. I mean, that's what it is.
Right.
Label.
Yeah.
So.
Places like New York, they can't put like Four Roses, like barrel pick stuff like that. They'll always have a sticker on the side. In New York, they can't do that, so they have to put it on the neck. They have to put a little hang tag on the neck, which is interesting. I didn't know that, but I saw that a few places.
I wonder if Indiana has some kind of law, because like I said, I have never seen any stickers other than label type.
That is interesting. Maybe they just crack down harder on it. I don't know, or maybe the stores are more afraid. I don't know. They're all over here here in Texas, especially like the local some of the smaller local ones. They'll do stickers on everything.
A1 has some pretty cool stickers, don't they, Lance?
Yeah, they do some good stuff. Yeah, they get pretty creative. Yeah, I like it. They always, whatever their, you know, descriptor is, like the Yellowstone I just reviewed. I don't know who named it, but they named it Apple Jacks, and holy crap, was it like dead on. It's like, now that's all I can taste when I drink that bottle.
Have y'all opened all the samples yet? Or
I'm working on it. That's what I'm doing.
What about you, Ed?
Yes.
Are they all open and poured?
Yep.
Dang it. Okay. Well, I was gonna say save 4 and 5 and keep them in, but it's fine.
I haven't opened 4 or 5 yet. Does that give me an advantage? I'll take an advantage.
4 or 5? Or are you talking D&E? Because I'm not.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, I couldn't remember how I labeled them. I'm gonna write that down real quick.
I feel like Lance, where he sends some people letters and some people numbers, and he can't remember.
Yeah. Well, I made sure they were all like cohesive. I just didn't remember which was which.
Right.
My brain is a strange place, Ed. You don't want to be in it.
Yeah. Go bourbon hunting with him, and then see how strange it is at the end of the night.
Let's see here. Let's see who else is in the house. 21090 just poured Elijah Craig toasted barrel. Sweet goodness.
Oh.
I had that. I found another bottle of that, and I wasn't crazy about it. The first bottle I had. The second bottle I have is actually it's growing on me.
Okay. I've never had that. Well, yes, I did in the advent calendar.
Yeah, I had it in the advent calendar. Yep.
Have you guys seen the straight rye from Elijah Craig?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Have you had it?
No, I've heard it's just a good mixer, so I haven't even pulled.
I've heard it's very
on
mediocre.
It is. I picked one up just to see, and yeah, it's fair.
Oh, you know what? Let me. I wanted to shout out our new patrons real quick.
Oh yeah.
Since the last time we went live, Ed Bell, who just sent me I shot a review today of the Wild Turkey Father and Sons 13 year. Ed, you're amazing, man. Thanks for sending me that sample. That review should come out hopefully by Wednesday. Whiskey Knows, Marty's in the house. John Hafner, Peter Herring, St. Louis Bourbon Society, Chris Gerson, and new Patreon yesterday, Fred, I hope I say your name right, Fabriello. And Fred's in the house. I saw Fred comment earlier.
Fred, so, you must be connected with that last name, buddy.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's a great last name. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the crew.
Yeah, Fred, let us know what you're drinking, buddy. I saw you saying getting ready for a dram. Let's see who else is up. Stuff and Whiskey's in the house.
Oh,
What's up, Josh and Aaron? Go subscribe to them if you haven't. Great new channel. Really good quality videos. So they're both have photography backgrounds, so their videos look amazing for being such a young channel.
It's always really cool when some of the newer channels have really good production value, and it's surprising. I mean, for having under 1,000 subs, it's like how much effort and time that they have to put in for that. I mean,
yep, agreed.
It's a labor of love.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, when I started this channel, it was literally just an iPhone, and you can tell if you go back and look at my first videos, they're hilarious. I can't believe like Ben and Ed are like old school supporters of the channel. I don't know what you guys were doing following me back then, but I love you guys.
Awesome.
I was like, we got to keep this guy. We got to keep this guy in it.
Right. Exactly. I'm thinking it's either it's a love-hate, right, Lance?
What do you mean?
Like you love to do it, but then you hate to have to do all the editing and all that stuff.
It's a commitment.
Believe it or not, I really love the editing process.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So if you ask my wife, and there was no accident that I got to almost 300 pounds before I lost weight. I have an addictive personality. So anytime like I find something I love, I go like 150% into it, and I try to learn everything there is to it. So like with the Bourbon channel, like I spent all Christmas break just diving into Adobe Premiere Pro. I knew zero about it. And then I was like, oh shit, this isn't just like iMovie. Like now I have to learn audio and lighting and color grading, and so I feel like if you look at Mash and Drum and you look at his production quality of his shows, and you know what it took to get there, not everyone deserves to get to that point, because I know the hard work that went into getting to that point, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I admire it. Like I wouldn't want a channel to just start and be at that level, because I know it took a lot of work to get there. So so I enjoy the process of just getting better and improving. So yeah, no, it's not. It's a love relationship. I love the bourbon, because the last video I put up, I timed it. It took me 12 hours of total work. If there was any hate in that, I wouldn't do it.
That's insane. 12 hours.
Wow.
From like setting up, because I just set up in my living room. So from setting up the lighting and the camera, and then shooting it, and then editing it, and then uploading it, and then God forbid if Premiere Pro shuts down in the middle of an edit, then you just gotta. It's a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
I can only
about to
imagine.
get all these open. I'm tired
Yeah.
from opening these samples, Ben.
Hey, I made sure to pack them tight. I was like, these are not about to spill. I made sure to wrap them 1,000 times.
Looks
The
like
worst thing in the world is when you take all the time to pour the samples, you don't spill anything, and then during shipment, they all just spill. So
Yeah, this whatever the fourth one is, there's not a ton in there.
Nope.
no, and it's on purpose.
Okay, cool.
It's
I just
on
want to make sure I didn't lose any.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see here in a little bit.
Okay.
So your new Patreon, he's pouring some A121 tonight, Fred.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
What do you think about that, Fred? I haven't actually had it. I've seen a couple bottles, but I actually haven't tried it.
I like the A120. I have the A121, and I'm a fan. I like it. It's not as good. I don't think it's as good as any of last year's versions, but it's tasty. It's good. I would say if you're going to pick one up, Ben, pick that one up and pass on the B.
People are just destroying the B.
Yeah, they are.
ADHD Whiskey actually did a review of it, and he liked it. He really liked it, and I've heard mixed results on it. I think it's tough when people are comparing it to something that's like 20 proof points higher, which is their typical releases.
Right.
I know what A is by smelling it.
Yeah, you think so?
No, I'm
Confident?
joking. I'm just trying to psych Ed out right from the beginning.
He's getting right here. He's renting that space.
All right, so so I think for this one, I think we'll do the proof, the age, the distillery, and then the price you'd pay.
Okay.
So
hold on.
The bonus or not extra credit, the bonus question in case for some reason y'all tie, it's going to be on D, and it's going to be double points for the age.
For real?
Double points for the age. Okay.
All right.
So that should be the one that should be what helps y'all. I doubt y'all are going to guess the same age on that. And I'm not going to do anything for E, just because once you get to it, you'll find out why. So E is not going to. We can still guess, but I think at least one of y'all is going to know for sure what it is. So.
Whenever you're, did you go in already, Lance?
I went in.
Oh man, all right.
I went in on A. So. Yeah, Ben, if you see any comments or anything you want to read, go for it while
y'all are sniffing. We'll just take them one by one. I think that would just make it easiest if that's good with y'all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. We can just do one by one.
God.
DMC said, Lance, your B-roll footage is great these days. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like get on Jason's level.
I like when you paint your nails for some of them.
Yeah, sometimes I paint my nails.
Ty, do you see Ty Weber and Whiskey Nose? Ty Weber says Ed 2024. Oh, wow.
Man, I love A, whatever it is.
Talk about cinnamon. Holy smokes. Man, that's good. So
yeah, I'm hoping that there's a couple of these that'll surprise y'all. So we're gonna find out. But there's I saw a question a second ago. Where was it? Or maybe it was Stephen. Someone mentioned Blue Run. Have y'all seen the what some of those Blue Run bottles are going for?
No, what are they? I know probably a lot.
Is that the one with the butterfly on it?
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of so they're really good, but a lot of marketing that went into them. They had someone from Nike, I believe, designed either the logo for it or the bottle shape. I don't remember what it was, but they had someone from Nike that came in to help them. And so they've got, they've won a bunch of awards and stuff like that. And so people are paying for the 13 and a half year. It's going for over $600 on secondary.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And the Weller single barrel is up to $850 now. People are paying $850 for that thing. It's crazy.
Wow. So these are all age stated, Ben. Or
let me. That's actually a good point. I should double check on that. Okay, so actually, glad you mentioned that. B is not. So B, we are going to take out the age on B. I apologize. That was an oversight on my part.
No worries.
So for all the other ones, they are age stated. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I gotta make sure I've got the correct answers before I. All right. Yeah, so Blue Run sells out online in like 10 seconds. MSRP $249. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Some of these releases, advertising works.
No joke.
There's a lot of money to be made. Anytime there's money to be made, I mean, people are going to try to find a way to get into the game. That's source whiskey. I don't know how I feel about it sometimes, because you've got like Bardstown, which is doing a good job with it, but you've got some other ones like Sweeten's Cove. That is the most ridiculous one to me. You bring in Peyton Manning to endorse your whiskey. You grab some old Dickel, and then you're going to charge like $200-$300 for it. That one's crazy.
$225.
Yeah. And people that don't know whiskey, like I have a buddy who I went out to go to a bar, went to a nicer place, and he was like, "Oh man, they've got Blue Run," and not Blue Run, sorry, Sweeten's Cove, and I was just like, you don't know what he doesn't know what that is, but he's seen that Peyton Manning is behind it. And they've done a lot of good marketing, but it's just like stuff like that. It works.
Yeah.
Oh, I know,
Yeah,
and I've seen 4 different reviews on it, and everybody says it's terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Dickel gets a bad rap. I think like in their lower end stuff, I think isn't very good. But I've got one of the barrel bourbon. It's a 14-year, I believe, cast strength, and it's Dickel, and it's actually really good. I enjoy it. But everybody's different.
I'm ready on one.
You
What's
ready
that?
on one?
Yep. Or A, whatever.
I'm ready on A.
All right. So Lance, we'll start with you for the proof.
Oh no.
No.
Me? Oh no.
I love that.
This is hard. Like at first I had 105 written down because it tastes a little spicy, but it tastes like there's a little bit of rye on the back end. But then it got so easy to drink, I second guessed myself. So I'm gonna go on the first one. Man, I'm gonna kick myself because I have a particular bottle in mind and I haven't had it in forever. I could be very wrong, but I'm gonna go 90 proof just because of the bottle I have in mind.
Okay, 90 proof. All right, Ed, what about you?
I'm like Lance, but I'm holding true to what I
You better not say 91, you motherfucker.
No, I went my first shot and I'm like, I think I went with, I'm probably way high. I went with 114.
114.
Yeah, there was a lot of spice on the finish.
Oh, when I first drank it, I'm like, oh, shit. And it gave me a little hug, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm sticking with it. I'm just
I think I screwed myself on this one.
All right. So now, Ed, I'm going to start with you for the age. What'd you put?
I said 10 year.
Okay.
That's what I said, 10 year.
10 year. All right. Lance Distillery.
So it tastes like wild turkey to me. There's a little bit of peanut in there. So that's why I guess 90 proof, because I think it's Russell's 10. But I could be way wrong. So that was my guess. Wild turkey.
Got it.
And I went with the other, not the bean nutty, but I went Heaven Hill nutty.
Heaven Hill. Got it.
A little spice, and so I'm like, I think that might be Heaven Hill. So.
All right, and then lastly, the price you would pay.
Oh,
Is that me or is that you, Lance? Who's?
I don't know. I forgot to do that one.
Oh, well, I'll go
to do
ahead. I would give $65 for this. It's really good. Whatever this is, I really enjoy it. It's good.
Glad you like it.
Yeah. So I guess that's the question. Are we saying what we would pay for it or what we think it is?
What you would pay? What you would pay, not what you
Okay.
think retail is. What you would pay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go 60.
Go 60.
Yeah.
All right. On to B.
Oh, wait, before we go on to B, Tim Evans. If you would, dude, I looked for you in Bourbon Junkies group. I couldn't find you. Can you message me your address? You can either email thewhiskeytornado@gmail. I could not find your address, and I've got that bottle for you. I saw you just pop up in here. Okay, we're on to B.
We're on to B.
Fred's hilarious. He says 90.4.
Yeah.
Cast strength.
No, 90.4 Woodford. Everything. 90.4.
Jeez. Yeah. It's some of that stuff though. Some of these, I think that some distilleries they know what's good for us, and we think we know what's good at cast strength, but they try this stuff and they know like some stuff just does not taste good cast strength.
Well, apparently 90.4 works really well for Lot B because look what they get for Lot B. And it's 90.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's lottery everywhere. You can't find it on the shelf. I mean,
right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, they're like I'm trying to think what was it? It was, oh yeah, the Old Forester, the barrel strength ones. I had a bottle that was just absolute fire. I tried to drink that thing and it was tough. It was not good. And and everybody was asking, give us cast strength stuff, and they did, and not all of them were good.
Mm-mm.
All right.
And B's good too.
Yeah.
You like B? This is the one I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure how y'all would feel about this one. But.
No, so this one's no age statement because you said there's no age on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you've given us any Texas bullshit yet, so.
hey, take it easy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
There's some, I think in a few years, I think there'll be some real good Texas stuff coming out. I think they just are not. Some of it they're still. I feel like they're still experimenting a lot with some of it, just because the climate here is just so different. Because of how hot it gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Evans said, add a few drops of water to the Old Forester. I tried, man. It did not take. It just made it worse. I mean, it definitely toned it down, but I feel like sometimes some stuff you add water to it and it just mellows out the flavor, and then you're just stuck with a very just generic caramel.
Right.
That's at least what happened for that one. I tried everything. I almost mixed it.
I did that, Lance, with the 46 cast strength. I put a couple drops of water in it just to see what it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Did the oak come through a lot?
It just flattened everything out, and there was nothing. You couldn't pick anything out.
Yeah.
To me, it just went flat, and you got kind of that wheated bourbon. Yeah, it tasted like regular old Maker's Mark that had a bunch of ice cubes in it. Is what it tasted like to me. So,
what do y'all think about ice cubes in bourbon? Not just from not just from the political standpoint where people just love to shit on people that do that, but more so is that something y'all enjoy? Or I haven't done it in a long time.
I used to do it that's how I started drinking bourbon.
Yeah, that's how I started too. But then I just started drinking stuff neat, and I feel like that's just. I've never tried to go back and experiment with it, but some people love it. Even people that are big into bourbon that drink it neat constantly, they still enjoy it.
Yeah, I legit hate it. And it has nothing to do with ego or anything. I just do not like it. It just tastes like watered alcohol to me. And then the oak comes through too much, or I don't know. It's just not my thing.
I had, so we went out to a restaurant recently, and they didn't really have a great bourbon list, so I had an old fashioned, and it was just okay. Like I used to love them, and I just am not even big into old fashions anymore. Like I don't know. I don't like how sweet they are, and it was made decent. I've had some bad ones, but still, it just I was not really a huge fan. All right, y'all have guesses?
No.
All right.
This one's stumping me on I have no idea on the distillery.
Yeah, the distillery. It tastes familiar, but
most of these will be familiar, or should be.
Yeah.
So Fred said the only one he enjoys with an ice ball is E.H. Taylor small batch. I like the small batch. Mm-hmm. I think that's out of like the entry stuff for Buffalo Trace. That's a good one. I enjoy that one.
The other day, I put some ice. I forget what was I drinking, but it was hot outside. It was hot, 90 degrees, and I just wanted to pour, and so I dropped a couple cubes, and it was okay. I mean, it made it more like kind of like drinking a cocktail.
Yeah.
God dang. Oh, shit. Okay.
All right.
I'm good on mine.
Lance is trying pretty hard right now.
I'm ready.
He's focused.
All right. I think I'm ready, but I don't think I'm right.
All right. Let's start with the proof.
You
go first this time, Ed, so I can undercut you.
All right. So I said 105.
105. All right. What about you, Lance?
I said 117.
17. All right. And then we're skipping the age. So distillery for Lance.
Oh, yeah. The age was not on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, but I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong because I don't know.
I said Beam.
Beam. Okay.
And I said Brown Foreman.
Brown Foreman. All right. And then the price that you would pay, Lance.
$60.
60.
50.
What about you, Ed? 50.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Now on to C.
Oh, C smells wonderful.
Oh, man.
Aaron said he's not fancy enough to have ice.
Wow.
That and drinking water around here is scary.
C's good.
It's funny, y'all. So y'all talk about Costco and buying liquor at Costco. So here in Texas, we have weird liquor laws where you can't, like Costco, they cannot sell liquor. So they have to have a store that's like basically connected to it. It's not really? Costco. Yeah, it's not Costco, but they have like a partnership with them. And so it's not under the Costco brand though. I don't believe they might actually own it, but I don't think they do. But yeah, it's weird. Texas is real weird. They can't sell liquor on Sundays. You know, they have some weird laws in place here.
I found out that Georgia is all state-owned liquor license, state-owned liquor stores.
Oh, so like state controlled.
Yeah, you can't buy liquor in like Kroger or anything in like that in Georgia.
Yeah.
They don't have the Sunday. Indiana used to have the Sunday, but they gave that up. They're back to, but you can't buy it before 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they only sell it until 8 o'clock on Sundays at night or something.
Yeah, it's weird. The thing that, like here in Austin, it's terrible because we don't have a ton of liquor stores, and so the ones that actually get some decent stuff that are not like the total wines of the world. A lot of them already have relationships with people, stuff like that. So it's real tough hunting here in Austin. You just honestly have to get lucky. And I mean, you get like on a Friday morning at 10 o'clock, there'll be like a line outside because a lot of these stores, they get deliveries on Fridays, and it's just, it's crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, there's a store that I went into, and it's where I got that Knob Creek store pick. But there, I have never seen such chaotic, jacked up shelves in my life. You're not hunting, but then you are hunting in that store to find shit because nothing's lined up. Like I'm moving bottles, and I'm like, oh, there's a Elijah Craig barrel proof buried way in the back amongst some Jim Beam, and it's crazy. It was just nuts. That store was nuts. That was the one I think I asked you guys if I should go with the what was it, the 1792 age 12 year or the store pick. So
yeah, they're the age 12 year. You said that one was like $100 or something though, right?
Like 140.
Jeez. Yeah, that's expensive. I mean, that's a little over secondary. It's crazy. Some of these liquor stores, it's you'll see some owners of some smaller ones, but you'll see them buy stuff on secondary, and then they take it to their store and they'll sell it at a markup and things like that, and they'll kind of find their own way to get some of these little harder to find bottles because they don't get enough of them.
Are we allowed to change our answers?
No, absolutely not.
Damn it.
I love it.
That's like saying, can I just take a peek at the
we don't have the answers yet.
Can I see the key?
Which one did you want to change? Just out of curiosity.
B now smells like Maker's Mark to me.
Yeah. Do y'all want to have one gimme, or do y'all think we should just?
I'm up for one mulligan, and you can only change one thing, not the whole sample.
Right. I think we should do it at the very end. At the very end, after everything, then you're allowed to.
One mulligan.
Okay. All right. That's cool. I like that.
Yep.
My palate is already getting fried, man.
So is mine. I'm like
already getting fried.
Yeah.
I really like C.
Jeez.
C might be my favorite.
Yeah, it's mine too so far.
Yeah.
Chris just said he saw 1792 bottled in bond for $240.
What the hell?
Well, did you? It won the
Cisco,
and I'm like, are you?
It's good. I mean, it's good. It's not that good, but it's good, especially the store picks. I'm a fan of it, but my goodness,
there's no way I would give $200 for any 1792 product.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. But for whatever the bottled in bond's normally like $35-$40. I think it's really good at that price.
I paid $50 for it.
Oh really? Man.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, but
it is good, but it isn't. It ain't freaking $200.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely not.
That foolproof sample I had in the advent calendar was good.
Woo! That was solid.
That was a hitter.
It's really good.
I just finished that bottle too.
Was that a store pick?
Yeah, it was out of Michigan. Yeah.
Goodness, yeah, they're marking it
$400 at a local store.
Yeah, stores are marking it up. That's crazy.
Oh, that's retarded.
The normal price for it's $36.
That's so ridiculous.
So dumb.
That's like those pictures I sent you guys of the
Cooper's Craft. It is.
Yeah, that's right. That's like those old Fitz pictures I sent you guys for $600. Oh wait, $600.99. Who does that?
Yeah, it's like they didn't mark it up enough already. They had to squeak a little bit out.
Right, they had to do the 14-year was $5.99.99, and the 15-year was $699. What the hell?
Yeah.
What are you doing to me here, Ben? What the hell? This tasted hot at first. Now it tastes nothing.
I just went with first. I go with first taste, and I'm like,
Yeah, on proof, that's usually what I have to do.
I'm with you, because if I start trying to go back, like, no, because then I get adapted to it, and I think it's like 80 proof, and it's 125, and I'm burnt out.
Yeah, it's the thing that I love about bourbon is how you can even a whole bottle, it'll change while you're going through it, but then even as you're sipping it too, it'll change. And my favorite's always when you have that last little bit in there, and it feels like you just get so much different flavors and notes that you didn't pick up at the beginning. It's an ever-changing.
I don't have any of C to even go back to. I drank it all.
What?
Some of them, yeah. Unfortunately, I couldn't pour more because some of those were the last little bits that I was saving of some of them.
I got a huge sample of C. Look at all my C.
Oh, what the hell? What the hell?
Part of it was too. The sample bottles weren't all even size. Unfortunately, I had to kind of do some bigger ones for others and smaller ones.
No, but
I got this, and I didn't even get that much in there. You sandbagging son of a bitch.
Lance got the test tube vial.
What the hell? This isn't fair. This is already rigged.
Oh,
yeah, so
object.
I could have been a little more methodical and thoughtful about it, but I just grabbed some bottles and started pouring, and then kind of realized the error in what I was doing. But figured,
Lance, I'll send you the rest of this sample.
Such bullshit.
Somebody in the chat said they got the 1792 full proof for $39 at Costco. I'm like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, are we ready? I'm stumped on this one.
All right, we'll start with you, Ed.
Proof
98 proof. All right, and the age? Or sorry, yeah, age. Yep, age.
12-year.
12-year. Mm-hmm. All right, Lance, you for proof and age?
99 on the proof.
Oh, you horse ass! You full of shit!
Hey, I got a little dribble. Come on, no.
I had to even the playing field.
No, I had 107 as a proof.
107.
My ass, it's not.
And I swear to you, I had 13 years as the age. It tasted a little older. It was kind of drying and astringent on the back end.
All right, and then Lance, the distillery.
So can I just say Beam, or do I have to narrow it down to Knob Creek or?
Narrow it down.
All right, I'm gonna guess Knob Creek, but I don't think I'm even close.
So I went with Lance's favorite. I said MGP.
Oh, you think this is MGP?
I kind of think it's a blend.
It smells very much like MGP.
It smelled like a blend to me.
Yeah.
First, when I drank it, I was like, "Oh shit, this is Beam for sure." And then when I kept going back, I'm like, "That might be a blend." So,
I can see that.
Mm.
Now, what is the price that you would pay Lance?
I said 70.
70.
I said 75.
You fucker.
I did, because I'm like, that's my favorite out of all of them. I think it's most good.
All right. This is the one I'm most excited for here.
We're on to D?
Yep.
We're on to D now?
Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, this is Ed. This is right up your alley, buddy.
Bullshit. Because
this is some peated bullshit right here.
I poured it, and I'm like, all right, just for the hell of it, I'm going to smell these. I smelled that, and I'm like, that is old coffee and Band-Aids. That is cool.
What the hell?
God. Lance, I ain't joking. Thank God I got a dribble of this, because there'll be one drink and in the toilet.
Well, now I'm really afraid what the last one is if he gave us this one before it.
So this is good. This is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a fun one to see what y'all guess here.
God dang. That is not bourbon.
No,
Yeah,
that's peated Scotch for sure.
That is
That's
not
peated Scotch. Yep.
It's actually kind of delicious though.
Stop it.
Mhm.
No, I'm not even joking.
Stop.
The sweetness on it is pretty amazing.
So it's interesting because y'all are doing it after having a couple different bourbons, and I haven't actually tried to have peated Scotch after a bourbon. So I'm interested to see. Actually, I brought the bottle, so I'm gonna pour some here in a second.
Holy, okay. Wow. So I I get the heavy medicinal, but that first, man, that's weird.
So
there's like I mean the peat is obviously there, but then underneath that there's like a beautiful like honeyed pear apple.
how light it is too.
I know.
Yeah.
I get a little bit of like cotton candy is what I got.
Oh, Ed's catching on. He's gonna be a Scotch
Once
drinker.
you go through that peat, that's the thing is you really have to force yourself into it and really allow yourself to go, okay, I'm gonna drink this and I'm gonna get used to it. I'm gonna like it. You do start to pick out stuff, and honestly,
see, that's all. I mean, I get the medicinal just like crushed the front of my palate, but the mid palate, I'm not. It's like the most cotton candied whiskey I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally bubble gum, not bubble, but just cotton candy. Oh man. Well, so
you have there's a different appreciation that you have for it. Once you start drinking it with other stuff and food, it pairs very well with food.
Really?
It's good.
I will tell you though, that has just wiped out my tongue. That is just freaking boof. I can.
Oh wait, we get bonus points for the age on this one, right?
Yep, bonus points on the age.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go? All right, that was quick. All right, Lance, start with you. What do you have for the proof?
Whoa.
Oh, you're not there. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we can read through some comments while Ed gets his shit together.
A whiskey? No, it says Lafroig. I guarantee that's the only Scotch that you know.
Okay. I think you're gonna laugh.
Buddha Hots 829 said, got here late. You guys reviewed the Cooper's Craft 100 yet? We sure did. Yeah, it's a fantastic bottle for $30.
Yeah.
If
you can't find early times in your area, I would get the
Amen to that. Mm-hmm.
Whiskey nose, hell no, monkey shoulder. I don't think this is. I've had monkey shoulder. Monkey shoulder's like really malty and not my thing at all.
This is not.
I actually enjoy whatever this is.
Shockingly enough, I'm not kidding. Shockingly enough, after the first drink, I think letting this sit, I could probably have some of this.
That was one thing I was going to say is you let it sit for a while too. So a lot of the peat is, a lot of the peat's going away. So yeah.
Now
it smells so much better than when I first poured it.
Now I get, now I'm getting a bunch of char and it smells like tequila. I mean, it's totally different.
Yeah, I could see that, the mezcal.
Yeah. Because if mezcal, the way that it's made, it's basically it's like put in pots and buried in the dirt, and so you get a lot of earthiness that a lot of people hate. But I really enjoy it.
All right.
I'm just making sure I have my answer key correct.
If you want to talk completely ripping something out of your ass, this is it.
This is probably the only bottle we'll guess right.
Probably.
All right. So you guys ready?
Yep.
All right. So Lance, I'm going to start with you for the proof.
I said 90.
90. Got it. All right. Edward, what about you?
88. And I'm not bullshit. I wrote it down. 88. I'm not kidding. That's the first thing I wrote down when we said it was not a bourbon. I wrote, boom, I'm like 88.
Yeah. What about the Ed? What about the age? Double points on this one.
21 years.
21 years.
Whoa. Well, one of us is way right and one of us is way wrong on this.
Yeah. Lance is like, I'm going to go with about 4.
I'm going with 9.
9. All right. And then
I know
Lance.
Scotch can sit in barrels forever and it doesn't ever get dark, so I'm just guessing. So.
Who are you going with distillery, Lance?
Lagavulin.
Lagavulin. Is that the only one you know?
I know a few. Talisker, Ardbeg. That's about it.
Ed, what about you?
I said Glenfiddich.
Glenfiddich. Okay.
I mean,
I was trying to think if Glenfiddich's even peated, but
I don't know if it is. I
don't think so, but
probably not.
I should not comment on Scotch.
Probably not, but
so the price, I don't even know if they have a 21 year either. I was about to anyway, a lot of problems with what I'm seeing here from you, Ed.
I'm not a Scotch guy. I'm not, and that's fine.
You know, it's okay. It's all right. We'll hold it against you. All right, Ed, what would you pay for this?
$5. $5. I mean,
hey, you said you enjoyed it.
Well, I did. That was after I wrote that down as a joke. I would probably pay $40. Seriously, I'd pay $40.
$40. Okay. Lance?
60.
60. All right. Cool. Now, on to the final one. Y'all should enjoy this much more.
I enjoyed that last one.
I mean, it wasn't horrible. I would be willing to give it a little more time.
Ooh, boy, this one smells good.
Oh, jeez. Hello, Bazooka Bubblegum.
That's hilarious. Whiskey knows. So after I told him that he only knew Lefroy, he comes back with Monkey Shoulder. It's like those are the biggest, like some of the biggest names in Scotch.
I've had Monkey Shoulder. I don't know why anyone likes that stuff. That's like soured socks.
It's well liked by people in the Scotch.
That's Wild Turkey one. That's Wild Turkey 17.
Yeah, this is Wild Turkey 17.
So that's why I didn't. That's why I said we're not going to do the guesses on that one.
This is Wild Turkey 17. I got one bottle. It's so damn good. I can pick this bottle out a mile away.
Yep.
Gentlemen, mark this down. Completely redeemed yourselves.
So it helped coming off the heels of something heavily peated.
Yeah, that was a fantastic idea, Ben. Especially for Ed, who hates peat.
Yep. So there's two. That's why I only gave y'all a little bit, because I figured y'all wouldn't want to drink the rest. So I only gave you a little bit, and then I put it ahead of the Wild Turkey because I knew it would help get Ed acclimated to the peaty aspect of it.
But man.
Yeah, this is one of the most unique bourbons you can find.
Yep.
There's just nothing like it. At that 100 proof, there is so much flavor and complexity packed into 100 proof. It's amazing.
It's not my favorite, but it's very good.
Yeah. And Ed, honestly, if I'm being like completely honest, you were at a little disadvantage for this glass because I just shot a review and I had this tonight against the WB Saffel, and as soon as I smelled it, I knew what it was.
It looks like Ed is taking off. Ed, have a good week. Or no, sorry, Fred.
Yeah, Fred. Fred, welcome to the Patreon crew, buddy. I appreciate you, bud.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really, really good. Ed, I don't think that I beat you tonight.
I don't know. I'm okay. Now.
All right, so now I gotta calculate.
I get it. I get a shit ton of dark chocolate cherry on this wild turkey now.
Hey, is Whiskey Nose still around? Is our buddy Marty still in the house?
Yeah.
He's doing a lot. He is. He was doing a live at 10 o'clock. I saw on his.
Oh, is he? I was gonna say I can send him the Marty. I can send you the link if you want to hop on, bud.
Yeah. Wow. My tongue is still cooked after that freaking Pete. It is. Oof. Did you go back to it, Lance?
No, I drank it all. I'm just drinking the wild turkey now. It's so good.
It is.
Yeah, I'm getting. Now when I smell it, I get no.
Ty Weber says Lance, Cards are losing to the Reds. Everybody gives me shit about the Cardinals, man.
Yep.
My Cardinals are not doing good lately.
The Dodgers were, as a matter of fact, guys, get this. So a Caterpillar salesman comes up to me and says, "Hey, I got tickets for the Braves. If you're a baseball guy," I said, "I'm a huge baseball fan." I said, "I'm a Dodgers fan." He says, "Oh, they're in town next week." I said, "All right, I'll go." So he said, "What day do you want?" And I said, "I prefer Sunday. Let's go to the Sunday game." He's like, "Okay." He comes back and says, I can't get Sunday. He says, I got Friday night. I'm like, all right, fine. So when we set this up, I was looking at the calendar thinking today was Thursday. So I tell him, yeah, I'll go. I'm good on Friday. And then Ben in our chat in the text says Friday's going to be awesome. I'm like,
oh no.
Are you shitting me? I'm like, so I passed up Dodger tickets tonight.
Oh, dude, we could have rescheduled this.
You're better than any Dodgers game that you're going to go watch. You remember that?
That's true.
Okay.
Hey, I forgot. Y'all have a gimme.
Yeah, we got a mulligan.
Not a gimme.
Oh, that's right.
I've already taken mine.
All right, hang on. I don't know.
What was yours, Ed?
What did I change?
Yeah, what would you want to change?
I changed the Glenfiddich to Macallan.
Macallan.
I like that mulligan, Ed. That's a good mulligan.
I was gonna say, are you sure that's the one you want to use?
Well,
that's the one you want, Ed. To go with that.
Don't use it. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a help. Don't use that one. Don't use that one. Sure. Macallan is absolutely not.
What the hell, Ben? First you send me a little drop of C, and now you're giving him a couple mulligans.
To be honest, I don't even know if Ed needs it.
Oh, are you saying he's beating me that bad?
I've just barely started, so.
Okay.
Lance, right. Which one did you want to do?
Just a second.
A minute on that.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I don't want that one.
Aaron's bouncing out. He's leaving us.
Aaron, see you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Yeah, see you, Aaron.
Ty Weber says this is fixed. Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I think I'll change B from bakers to makers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, Ed.
Yeah, I'm so lost on the distillery of the Scotch. I'm going, and this is my final answer. I'm going to go Ardbeg, however you say it. That's what I'm going with, because I think maybe there's peated Scotch in Ardbeg.
Ardbeg is known for their peat, so good job.
Yep. Too late. You already said Macallan.
Lies.
Too late. You already said a sherried Scotch. Nope. Too late.
Oh.
All right. So let's see. So I'm going to start calculating these, and then we will get to who the winner is.
All right.
And
I don't know, man. I'm not feeling good about this, buddy. I think you might have got me.
We'll see. All I know is that whatever that flight was fabulous. I'm just going to tell you that was
a good flight.
Thank you.
That was
thought into that.
Damn good whiskey. And oddly enough, I may have to venture into that Scotch land a little.
You should.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What is that all about? I like the idea of us doing a Knob Creek blind like we did with the Bookers. I say we do the Knob Creek.
Yeah, we should do that. That would be fun.
I have, because I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 store picks. I've got the 15-year. I've got the 12-year. I've got the regular 120. Yeah, I've got like 7. So I could pour them, and then if you want to add that, if you've got any left, Lance, that 12-year cast strength.
I do, and I'm Aaron's getting me another one, so I'll have some to give you samples for sure.
So my next driving trip back to Indiana, I am definitely going to take an additional hour or 2 and stop in Kentucky and look for that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Ready.
Make it happen.
All right. Give me 1 second. These corks, these Master's Keep corks are heavy as shit.
Oh, you could kill somebody with that thing.
No, really?
Yeah, they're pretty girthy. All right. So the first one, I'm going to remind you of the answers, and then I will get to what it is. So, Lance, you had 90 proof 10-year wild turkey at $60. Ed, you had 114 proof 10-year Heaven Hill at $65. So unfortunately, I don't have a bottle of this because you finished my bottle, but it was Henry McKenna 10-year, and it was the 2008, which was the year I believe that they won the best whiskey. Not in 2008, but that's when it was.
Okay.
That's when it was.
Wow.
Or barreled.
The 2 McKenna 10s I have taste so much more oak. So there's so much more oak than this.
That one had a lot of sweetness. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's very, very sweet. It was. I honestly, that's probably one of my favorite McKennas that I've had. I was saving it. I put it into like little sample bottles to anytime I really like something and I start getting close to finishing it, I'll put it in a little sample bottle so it doesn't oxidize as fast. Or I don't even know if it oxidizes. I don't even know if that's the proper use of that word. I feel like
it is. Yeah,
it's delicious. It's a fantastic bottle of McKenna.
So going for the scoring on that one, Lance, you had 90 proof. Ed, you had 114 proof. So Lance was the closest.
Yep.
So you got a point there. 10 years, you both got a point there. Lance said wild turkey. Ed said Heaven Hill. And then when it came to the price, Lance said $60. Ed said 65. So Lance gets a point there. Do y'all feel I should do a point for the price you pay?
We tied on that, right?
3-2. Lance got you, but
that's because he got.
Do y'all feel I should do the point for the price you pay, or do you feel I should take that one out?
I mean, since I'm ahead, I'm going to say yes.
Because I was thinking about it as I'm saying it, and I was like, well, it is kind of unfair because if you have something that's really good, but we'll keep it in. We'll keep it in.
No. I don't know. Let's debate it. I don't know if it should. I'm up in the air about it.
Okay, here I'm thinking if we would have just guessed straight shelf price, that would have been a point. But what we pay is subjective.
Yeah, that's so subjective. I think we should scratch it.
Scratch it. Okay.
Yeah. Even though that
we're very wrong on that one. That one I paid about $35 for. So good value. Very good value.
Okay, so I just tasted.
But now that bottle goes for 50, 55, right?
$60.
Like secondary can be even as high as like $75. But it definitely. I've got a couple bottles of it, so I'm thankful for that.
Shelf price in Georgia is $60.
So we're tied 2-2.
Yep, tied 2-2. All right. So the next one was Maker's Mark
Oh,
2004 or 2003. Yeah,
That was a good mulligan there, Ed. You like that?
yeah. So Maker's Mark. So that one is 109
10. Oh.
point something proof, 109.8 proof. So y'all were actually very close on this one. Lance said 117 proof. Ed said 105. So Lance was closer there, I believe. Oh, actually, no. Hang on.
You can't do math.
Ed was closer. Yeah. I am so sorry. Ed was closer there. I think I tallied it correctly anyway.
I'll take it. I was closer. I got it.
No lie.
So yeah, Ed got that one. Lance got that it was Makers.
Yeah, he mulliganed and you.
And then the price on that one is $50. So you would have gotten a point there, but we're taking that one out.
Let's bring it back.
So that one didn't have an age statement.
No age statement on that one. I don't remember what they said or what they suspected the age was, but yeah. Anyway, that was a tie. So you both are tied.
Yeah. So when I went back to that and smelled it again, I caught that like chocolatey, musty stave note I always feel like I get in Makers, what'd you say?
Now I get it.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's definitely Makers.
But I'm with you, Ben, on those cast strength Makers. They're good.
Yeah. Which that one honestly, it as it's opened up, it's actually not quite as good as what it was when I first opened it. It was really good when I first opened it. It's still good, but
which one was that?
The 2003.
03.
Okay.
Because I'm looking right now. I have the 02 sitting right here.
Casey said, isn't all Makers 6 years or less? I mean, I know they don't like to age their stuff, Casey, so it could be. Yeah.
Could be right on that. Yeah. I feel like y'all probably would have gotten that wrong. So good. It's a good thing we didn't ask. All right. So on to C. So C, Russell's Reserve single barrel store pick. So
yeah,
I was way off on this one.
Yeah. So this one, Lance said that it was 107. Ed said it was 98. So Lance got a point there. Y'all both were off on the age. That one's a 9-year. And so Ed was the closest there. So he got a point. And then y'all said Knob Creek and MGP. So y'all neither of y'all got a point there.
Off the water.
So y'all tied on that one as well.
Wow, Ed. We're all tied up, buddy.
What did you pay? What did you say you'd pay for that one, Lance? 70?
70.
And I said 75. What'd you give for it, Ben?
So that one was 60, or actually that one was $55. I found that one at $55.
Oh, for a store? Wow.
So Lance was the closest on that one.
That's really good.
That's a fantastic. I'm surprised that's 9 years because it is kind of drying and astringent. I thought that was had a little bit more age on it.
But the nose on that thing is fantastic. I
had 12 written down and then I crossed it out because I was getting so dried out on my palate. I was like, I changed it to 15. Wrong way.
That's been one of my favorite Russell's Reserve picks, and I don't have any more of that one either, y'all.
Russell's Reserve is just I hope people don't start chasing that stuff.
It's such a good value. Yeah. I've got some stocked up just in case people start to get wiser to that, but
yep.
All right. Now for the one that's a very interesting one. So the peated Scotch. So this one, Ardbeg 10.
Oh.
So yep. So that's why I wasn't too upset that Lance nailed his mulligan and then you nailed yours. So
you son of a bitch. you this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Hold on though. What'd you guess? Okay, we still got the proof. I said 21 year. I was way off.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm not madder after you called it Macallan and then I don't know. I think you might have said Redbreast or some bullshit. Who knows?
Shut up.
So this one is 92 proof. So y'all were very close there. Lance got the win there. Lance got the win on the age.
Beat me.
However, Ed got the distillery correct. So, tallying up.
Beat me by 1 freaking point.
Yep.
God damn it.
By 1.
Ah, you suck.
No, wait, wasn't the age double points?
Well, it's a 10-year.
Oh, you had to nail the age exactly?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. You're just trying to rub it in his face that you won by 2 points instead of 1.
So right out of the gate, I nailed the distillery and the age right out of the gate. Boom, boom. Haven't nailed 10-year. Bang.
Oh yeah. You were off to a great start.
I know, and then I took a shit.
I struggled the most with the Russells. That was one that y'all struggled with there.
God,
yeah, that was hard. For a while, I thought it was turkey, but I guessed turkey on the first one. I was so like confident the first one was Russell's 10 that I was like, no, he wouldn't have put 2 wild turkeys in here.
Nice.
Yeah, that's man.
DMC says makers bottles when it's ready.
He ain't lying.
It's he worked a hot pocket in the microwave.
Does DMC work for makers? That sounds like somebody who works for makers.
Oh,
wasn't the distillery double points? No, it was the age. The age was the double points. Hey, he's pulling for you, Ed.
Yeah, DMC is pulling for you, Ed. And then we both knew instantly what the last bottle was. So
yep. So I didn't even bother
do too
with that
bad.
one.
No.
What I should ask, what do y'all think that I paid for the Wild Turkey 17 bottled and bond?
Ooh, good question. Do we get to ask you when you bought it? How long ago?
Yeah. How long ago did you buy it?
So that bottle, I bought that one probably about 3 months ago.
What?
Oh, 3 months ago? I would guess $200.
I'm going to say 149. You got a score.
Well under retail. So that one, I actually bit the bullet and got it at secondary, which it was going for $250. So $250 was what it was going for. It's up to about $350 now, which even at $350, I still think it's a steal. I still think it's a steal. I would take a second to think about it, but honestly, if I didn't have any extra, I would probably pay $350 for it.
Yeah, you're gonna like my next review video, Ben.
Oh, did you have one that gets close or beats it?
No. It's like it's for wild turkey products. For me, it's not beatable.
For anybody out there that if you find it and you've never had it, if you find it for $350 or under, I would pick it up. It depends on obviously what $350 means to you, but yeah.
And it really depends if you like that like clove medicinal cherry note, which is strong in that thing. That was genius, Ben, of you to put that after the peated, just so Ed could like kind of like taper his hate for peat.
It's like when you're giving your dog a pill and you put it inside peanut butter. That's basically what I was doing for Ed.
Yeah, that was great. Because for those of you guys that are watching that haven't followed in a while, Ed absolutely hates anything peated. And we did when we did the Bourbon of the Year review last year, I sent everybody samples of my top 5 scoring bourbons for the year, and Wild Turkey 17-year bottle and bond was one of those. And Ed hated that one because it tasted so smoky because it sat in a barrel for 17 years. Right. So for Ben to put that like right behind a peated Scotch kind of tapers that and was really cool. And Ed loved it right from the beginning.
I took a drink of the Brussels, which was my favorite of all of them tonight. That was my number one.
Oh, that's what I should have asked. Yeah, aside from the 17,
that's my number one.
Yeah,
that Russell's pick was my favorite. That's so freaking good. Man,
yeah, Russell's was my favorite.
Yeah. So then I went back to the 17. I get the medicinal, but it's not like licking used Band-Aids like it was when I had it the first. It's really good. I think it's called, is it Redemption?
Yeah. Redemption is MGP.
No, what? It's a wild turkey. Crap.
Oh, you're talking about a wild turkey offering?
What's it called? What? Ben?
Forgiven?
Nope, not Forgiven.
It's called Forgiven.
With an R. And I had it. I had a pour of it in the.
I need one of the Masters Keats, right? The sherry finish one.
Oh man, is that good? Holy smokes, that is very, very good. Yeah, if I ever found that out in the wild, I'd give probably $225 for that for sure. Yeah. And that would be a specialty bottle, no question. But that was really good.
I think the Wild Turkey 17 for me, if you enjoy wild turkey and you really like that wild turkey, because it definitely has like that funkiness. Like that funkiness is kind of cranked up a little bit. But man, it's just so. I remember when we first had it, when we did that live stream, and it was unlike anything that. Oh yeah, the revival.
Yes. Yep. Thank you, Chris.
And I'm sorry for you guys watching. I keep forgetting that I can actually like click on your comment.
Yes, Chris. Thank you. That stuff is fantastic. It's very, very good. Very good. Super oaky right out of the gate, but man, it mellows out. It's good. Yeah, big fan. Big fan.
Yep. Good stuff, man.
It's solid. It's one that I've got some backup bottles of it because you're not going to find it again. I mean, it's not like Wild Turkey will come out with other stuff, but I mean, bottled and bond at 17 years. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what just keeps throwing me, because every time I see a bottled and bond, it's 4, 5, 6, 7 years. It's right. Never 12, 14, 17 year bottled and bond. You just don't see them. That's what just kept throwing me when Lance said it was bottled and bond. I'm like, how the hell can it be bottled and bond? It's 17 years old.
Right.
But
yeah,
it's so good.
It's crazy when you start hearing about all the different costs that are involved with something like that age, like all the taxes they have to pay on it, like how much evaporates, different barrels that, too much evaporates, they can't use them, barrels cracking. Like for something to make it in a barrel that long, 17 years, it's a special thing. It makes you have a lot more appreciation for what they're doing.
Yeah. What are you guys looking forward to coming out? Anything?
I want that father and son. I want to find that wild turkey, that, what is it, the 13 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Let me see how much I have left of that sample, Ed. I can send it to you. I don't know if it's enough though.
I would like to. I don't know if that's even findable out there, but
yeah, I mean, it's like, I think it was it was supposed to be one of those travel bottles but then COVID hit, and then it was sold to a distributor in Europe, and then sold to some online place. And so
the other one I'm anxious after watching the review is that barrel proof rye from Old Forester.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that one.
Apparently they were saying it's not, I guess it potentially could be a more common release, because like the single barrel proof, that one was one that was like a lot of like store picks. It was like a store pick one, stuff like that, more of a limited release. But this one seems like it could be something that's, more of a common release.
Yeah. Yeah. Chris said Old Forester single barrel proof. Yep.
It's like, for me, that one's like playing Russian roulette.
It really is. Some of those are young and just don't. Some of them taste good, and some of them don't for me. I've got a couple. Chris, if you want a sample, if you've never had it, message me in the Patreon group, and I'll get you a sample.
Mm-hmm.
It's one that's because it is young. I mean, it is young, and it's like at barrel proof. I feel like it is. It is more of a risky play. So I've just, anytime I've seen it, I passed on it after I had a bad experience with one bottle. So I was just like, I'm not about to try to see if I get a good one.
He corrected. He said the rye. He was talking about the rye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have from when I went on with Power Bourbon, they sent me a sample of that 117, the Old Forester 117.
Yeah. The Angel Share one.
Really good. Really
you guys want to
good.
pour another glass before we take off, or what do you want to do?
Yeah.
What are we going to pour?
Let's see. I don't know. Actually, I do know. I'm going to send you guys a sample of this bottle. I'll be back.
All right. Well, if you're, I'll be right back.
Well, I'll hold down the fort while y'all are gone.
I didn't have far to go.
Oh, okay. You're back.
Oh.
All right.
So I'm gonna do the Rye 3. This is the mash and drum pick.
So what do you think about that one? I was just reading the chat. Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. It's really good. I like it. In fact, I've got an extra bottle I bought for the Advent calendar. So you're gonna get to taste it
for the Advent calendar. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be a fun time.
I can't wait. I don't know how we should do it this year. Do you have any suggestions? Like, should we keep the same format as last year or change it up? Or
I loved last year's format. I thought it was awesome.
You did?
I think we have to do I think you have to do the videos a little bit differently. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how you do it, because there were too many times because I had your notifications turned on, and then like I would open YouTube and I would see it and the title would spoil. Like that happened for a couple of them, and then I got smarter. But
that's your own fault. That's not anybody else.
Yeah, it sounds like a you problem there, Ben.
Yeah, it is more of a me problem, but when it's a me problem, I'm gonna make it a you problem. So
of course I know this.
Hey, Ed, this is what I'm drinking right now. It's the mash and drum.
With what's his name?
With Scotty from So I actually got 2 bottles of this.
Really?
So it'll be in the Advent calendar this year. You'll get to taste it.
I did not crack it over the weekend, but I have a line on a second bottle, so I think I'm going to contribute my 50th birthday Booker's, the 01, to the Advent calendar.
Oh, dude, you don't have to do that.
No, not I have a bottle. I'm going to get a second bottle, and I want. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. That will be my contribution. Is a Booker's, but I kind of want to put that one in there. So
I've been keeping my eye out for a good, like, one of the older Bookers. Like, what was the oldest Booker you've had, Ed? I was gonna snag you a bottle.
So if I think back correctly, the first Bookers I had was probably, holy smokes, 2007 or 8 is the first Bookers I ever had. And like I said, I was drinking it like a dumb drunk college kid, whipping bottle pit. I mean, I'm drinking 130 proof bourbon like I don't even know what the hell it is.
Right.
On that note, that's what I'm going to pour.
So I saw Dennis's question there about MGP stock rising.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm interested to see, like, over the next few years what the older stock for some of these, like MGP, Barton, Knob Creek, like, I'm interested to see what their older stock starts to look like, because with demand being super high, they're giving out a lot of their older stock to, a lot of these different non-distilling producers. So I'm interested to see MGP. You're probably just going to see more of the, like, smaller non-distilling producers just releasing younger stuff, just because MGP is pumping it out because they know they're going to, give it to a bunch of people.
Right. And I want to see what the full effect of the collaboration or the buyout with Lux Row. I want to see what that really has, what effect that has down the road. If it'll even affect like the Ezra Brooks line or the 1790. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Barton. But the Ezra Brooks line. Old Ezra, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the flavor profiles change on those or remain the same.
I mean, it seems like it's like just a branding. I mean, they from what I've heard, they acquired Lux Row for its branding because MGP, just goodness, they have terrible branding. It's like if they would all they would have to do is slap a label that says, like on their Rebus repeal, slap a label that says 12-year-old MGP. It's like, it just, no one cares. No one knows what Remus is. It's like, who cares about George Remus? I mean, it's
but I'm really glad it's that way.
Yeah. To be fair, you can find it now. So.
Remus is so good, man.
Oh, man. And if you find them Remus store picks, dude, you want to talk diamond in the rough stuff.
Yeah.
Man. And I had one of those in that in that review, Lance, and
you did.
I did.
Yeah. It was a pretty tame Remus pick that I've had. Like
it was.
It was really, if I remember right, like really rounded, and it didn't finish as long as some other Remuses I've had.
Right.
I mean, it was good. It was still really good, though.
Yeah,
I think I sent you one as well, Lance. It was a while back when I sent you the.
That's right, Dennis. That's right, Dennis has that bottle. Dennis, tell Dennis I will trade him. I will get him a bottle of McKenna and anything else, but I'll trade him a bottle of McKenna if he's good for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I connected you guys on Facebook or something.
Yeah, I've been meaning to give him a call and I forgot. But Dennis, yes, I will.
Cool.
The Remus, Chris said the Remus Repeal 4 is delicious. Yeah, I think it's really, really good.
It's good. I like the 3 better, but both are amazing.
I have the 3. I love the 3.
To me, it has just so much like candied orange and vanilla.
Yeah.
Like that one, it just is like a those popsicles you would get, the orange popsicle with like the vanilla center. I can't remember what they're even called. But
I heard the 5 starting to hit stores.
Really?
Which I was surprised. I thought Remus was going away with the repeal batches, or not Remus, but MGP was taking away the repeal batch. So I'm excited to hear that the 5's coming out.
Yeah, me too.
Are you talking a creamsicle, Ben?
Yes, a creamsicle. Yeah, that for me, it has just so much orange. It's delicious, but for me, like I get a ton of that, like orange marmalade, like real nice, not like a tang or anything bad, like artificial orange, but like a real nice, just solid creamy orange. But yeah, that one, MGP does just phenomenal stuff, and it's crazy what people spend for that young MGP with just a different label slapped on it. So I'm hoping Luxco, like a lot of their stuff's harder to find already, but I'm hoping they don't like do away with it with a lot of that stuff. From what I've heard, like the old Ezra 7 is going to be gone.
I still haven't ever seen or been able to find a bottle of that. 7.
I'll send you a sample of it. I think you'll like it. To me, it is very similar to Booker's.
Okay, I have the Distillers Collection Ezra Brooks. I have that, and then I bought the Ezra Brooks 99, and I like that one. That one's good. They're both pretty good.
Is that pretty peanut forward, the 99?
From what I remember, yes. Yeah, pretty peanutty. Not quite peanut brittly like Booker's is, but more like dry roasted kind of.
Okay. Cheers, David. What's up, buddy?
David, cheers, buddy.
Eric Mays joining a little late. What's up, buddy? We just did we tasted Cooper's Craft and then did an amazing blind Ben sent in, and I kicked Ed's ass.
Yeah. All of 1 point, he whipped me. He beat me like a drum.
It was close. I was afraid y'all were gonna tie.
Yeah, I thought Ed had me, to be honest. I really did. I thought you had me, Ed.
That proof thing is I think that is the toughest, because when you take your first sip.
Mm-hmm.
You set it down, and you're like, well, I got to go back, and you go back, and then your palate acclimates, and then it's like, well, it's not as hot.
Yeah, exactly. You know what the most amazing part of this whole night was, though? Ed, I know you golf. Mulligans never turn out, and we both nailed our mulligans on the distillery.
Exactly
That
right.
was
Yes.
when Ed said Ardbeg, I was like, He goes from Glenfiddich to Macallan to Ardbeg.
And then Lance goes, no, I'm going Makers. I'm like, Makers?
Yeah. I was surprised y'all struggled on that one. I think that was one that honestly y'all did the worst aside from the Russells.
Yeah.
Well, Russells we both had 2 points, and then on the Makers we only had one each, and then on the Russells Reserve we only had one each, 1 point each.
Russells was kind of really just a fail all the way around, but it was so good.
So that one was a warehouse F. The floor was 6. So Rickhouse F floor 6. Those have been really good. A lot of those hit Texas.
Okay.
A lot of the store picks for those hit Texas, and I've got a couple bottles of that, and it's one of the better ones for sure.
Yeah, it was good.
I need to look and see where my Russell store pick came from. Because I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's really good.
I have an Ardbeg. But I don't. It's not as good as what you sent us.
Yeah, the 10 is the 10's good. I mean, for $50, it's slightly higher proof than some of the other scotches. I mean, it's not a lot, but a little bit. But yeah, I mean, for being very peated, it is very good. Once you get past that peat, because if you're not used to it, you crack it right away, you're gonna just get hit in the face with tires. Michelin man just came and slapped you with a tire. That's basically what it's gonna be like. But once you get through that, you really start to pick up some good notes that you really don't get in anything else.
Yeah, don't smell it after you're drinking Booker's. Don't.
Eric said the Cooper's Craft Hunter bottle he's always reaching for. Great juice for the price point. Yeah, I'm really impressed with it. It's like one of my favorite under 30 bottles now, for sure. Under $30 bottles.
That's awesome. I'm glad you guys like that bottle, because it just, the moment I drank it the first time, I'm like, damn. Yeah, Jason, Scotty, them guys nailed it. I said, well done for $30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown
it's a good bottle.
So what do you guys think as the channel? We're almost to 1850 on subs. We're getting close to 2,000. What should we do for the 2,000 sub celebration?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Man, I've sent you guys all my best stuff already.
I know. You sent us all the good juice.
Yeah. I wonder what we should do. That's a good question. I'm thinking, honestly.
Go ahead, Ben. I'm thinking if you get to 2,000 before like October.
Oh, it'll be before October.
Yeah.
I'm hitting like 150 to 250 a month. So I would guess by the end of July.
Let's try to make an in-person live for your 2,000.
I feel like that's going to be like next month.
But okay.
I think what would be cool is like each of us send in, like, do something where we each send in a bottle. It has to be, I don't know, it has to be like under $60. It can't be like, have like certain criteria, but we each send in a bottle, and then you send out samples of it. Like, I don't know, you have quite a few Patreons, so that might not, I don't want you to have to like send out 13 samples, but I'm trying to think of like a way that like we can kind of be engaged with it as well.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want is you guys to be engaged as well.
I think when we do the advent calendar, that should absolutely be something that we do, where we should kind of send in a bottle to contribute, and I think that would be really cool, to where it's, you know, it's not just all falling on you, to where you're having to go buy, you know, 60 bottles to build this. But I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, like some kind of a theme, like overlooked bourbons or something like that. Like, I don't know, just something fun. But yeah, I do enjoy the special samples, but
yeah. I like the category, you know, did you ever do one, Lance, on that Reddit, you know, 5 bourbons you need? Did you do one of those?
I think so.
I think
5 bourbons. Yeah. The Reddit. Yeah, I did 2 actually.
Okay.
I think I did a revised one.
I remember. Okay.
Yep.
My favorite one on that whole list is the Friday night pour bourbon. That was that's my favorite category.
Okay.
So maybe we do like send Lance some samples, and then we drink our favorite Friday night pours or something like that on your 2000th or something along that line. That would.
Yeah, maybe we can do like we can get like the top 5 patrons, and we each send. Well, shit, that would be a lot of samples. Well, if we each sent 5 samples,
if we did one, that would be 5 samples to each.
Yeah, if we sent 1 to each person,
right.
And then and then maybe we do a blind tasting. We can talk about it more later, but we do a blind tasting, and then we vote on the winner, whichever one we like the best. And it has to be a certain price point.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. Yeah, it has to be a certain price point. It can't be like, yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. It has to be certain price point. Got to be fairly findable, you know.
We have to fairly findable.
That'd be fun. I like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Man, yeah, I enjoy the doing blinds and stuff like that. I think it's really fun. What's funny is, Lance, when we did the last, when you sent the samples prior to, for what was that, the 1500 subscribers? Yep. But I liked your Infinity Barrel better than the Old Forester. I think it was the Old Forester
150th batch 3, right?
Yeah, I liked your Infinity Barrel better.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sometimes my Infinity Barrel is money. It just depends. It depends. And when I sent it to you guys, it was pretty good.
You had a bunch of that GTS in it.
No.
That still might be the best single pour of bourbon I've ever had.
Yeah.
The GTS?
Yeah.
It's up there for me.
Yeah, that one, or no joke, that smoke wagon, holy.
The single barrel.
Yeah.
But
we got it, the collective pour, Lance.
Oh, yeah.
That Nodder bourbon, that was a good one. That one, I don't know, that green apple, like Jolly Rancher, I still remember that.
Hey, Ben, did you get your Stag Junior yet?
I did. Yeah.
Did it come okay?
Yeah, I have to go home and check. I haven't been home yet. But
all over the fucking
just a sucking box.
That was you remember it was the bottle from when you beat Ed?
Yeah. The Superior Palate bottle.
Yeah.
I'll drink that one in memory of you, Ed.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, all the fallen soldiers that day.
Wow, man. I'm telling you, tough crowd, Ed Bell. Tough crowd, right?
Hey, what's up, Ed? Welcome, buddy. We were talking about you earlier. Thank you so much for the sample of the Father and Sons.
Man.
I just shot a video today. I did a review of it, and then did a blind after. It's going to be a long review, but I did a blind after and blinded it against Wild Turkey 17-year, WB Saffel, and a Russell's Reserve pick. What was
like better, the WB Saffel or the Russells?
This particular store pick I have, the Russell's Reserve, I like better. What's interesting is the WB Saffel, the Father and Sons, and the Wild Turkey 17-year bottled and bond all have that cherry note. And then it's just degrees of medicinal. and the 17-year bottled and bond is the most medicinal of the three. But they all have very similar characteristics. But the father and sons, the thing that kills it, and I said this in the review, is that it's 86 proof. So
it's such a low proof.
If you're drinking that on its own and you just sit down, like the first sip I had of it, I wasn't crazy, and then I just explored it, and I was like, damn, this is actually pretty good. But I knew it wasn't going to hold up well in a blind, not with higher proof stuff, and it didn't. But I think if you just drink it on your own, you'll like it. But
there was a drums and drams.
That's the best comment of the year right there. Read it again, Ed.
He starts and just stops.
Wow. That's harsh, DMC. That's freaking harsh, dude. But you know what? It's all good. You know, hey, guess what? I got to drink all this bourbon. You didn't. Hey, like them apples.
Oh.
So drums and drams. That's a really good channel that I like. The guy who runs his name's Cameron. So he did a review of the Russell's Reserve. I think it was either the 2003. It was that like 16 year, came in the box. Russell's Reserve. That one, that one's like a real low proof too. It's like 88 proof or something like that, because it's like a real low barrel entry proof. He kind of said the same thing, that, you know, you have to appreciate it for what it is. It's going to be thin because of the proof, stuff like that. But yeah, stuff like that, you kind of have to drink them by themselves, because they are not going to hold up well in a blind.
Talking about barrel batch 28.
Yeah, I tried just a little bit of it, Ed, and I haven't tried it next to 27. I have my batch 27 still, so I might shoot a video on that next week and compare the two. It had a lot of similarities. I liked it a lot. My initial thoughts are, just tasting a little bit of 28 that I did, is that I like 27 better, but I don't know. I have to taste them side by side.
I have 26.
Oh, Ed said he thinks 27's better than 28. Yeah, that was my thought, but I want to taste them side by side.
Ask Chuck about barrel bourbon. I think he probably has 18 through 28.
Oh, does he?
He's a barrel snob, man. That guy. Yeah,
that was fun. That was fun having a few drinks with him. We'll definitely be doing some collabs coming up, I hope.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah,
they're good guys. They're fun.
Yeah, they're really good guys. Yep.
Barrel, that's just such a tough buy for me. Like,
it is.
With them being like $90, and I mean, you don't know if it's going to be, you know, a hitter, if it's going to be one that's just very meh. I mean, I like the one that I have, but
I'm just putting that one up again just for fun.
Yeah.
I need to someone screenshot that.
And I keep giving you money every month. What the hell is wrong? Like, for real. Jeez. I don't care what you have, DMC. Oh, that's awesome.
No, what are some bourbons that y'all are right now trying to find? Like, what are some ones that you're really hunting for?
Old Fitz
not
8.
Like the ultra unicorns, but
I was gonna say Old Fitz 8.
yeah, Old Fitz 8.
Yeah, I mean, I probably will never see it. That's still like, that's such. And Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend is one I'm just trying to get so hard. It was in our store at Benny's too, Ed.
No way.
And I wasn't there quick enough.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you passed on it.
No, I would never pass on that.
Wow. Well, I've never seen that in the wild. It's funny when you keep bringing up that WB Saffel. I saw that in a Crown Liquors in Brownsburg for like 2.5 months straight. And like, nope. I knew nothing about it. Never bought it. Passed on it. And then you buy it. You taste it. I'm like, shit, I'm going to go back and get it. Gone. I'm like, of course it is. So
I mean, honestly, Ed, I think you're probably, like, knowing your palate, I would just grab Russell's Reserve store picks if you find them. Like you would like it better because they're not quite as cherry and medicinal. But the WB Saffel is still really good. But in the blind I had today, it finished 3rd out of 4th. So,
I mean, it's expensive. I mean, it's
Yeah.
basically $100 bottle.
It's $50 for a 375.
yeah.
I mean, it's what I just said, but yeah,
Well,
some of us can do math. I see.
Well, I mean, but I mean, my 105, it's really close to 117.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna bring that up. I was about to cut you off there. And
Way to bring it full circle, Ed. That was awesome. A+.
4 is
his brain's not working as quick as it used to. It took him a sec to recall that. He had to filter through.
Actually, I was thinking if he brought it that full circle, he hasn't drank enough tonight because that was pretty good.
Unfortunately, I have to fucking work tomorrow.
Oh no. Let's see. David said Russell 13. Yeah, I think all of us are chasing that bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't they supposed to come out with a toasted barrel too?
Yep. I think that's the. Yep.
I've heard a rumor. Yep.
That'll be an interesting one too. I'm interested to see what a Wild Turkey toasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I am too. That whole toasting and double oaking, I mean, Woodford's got that shit nailed. If you're going to go with the double oak, to me, that's the best one there is out there. I think that one in 1910.
1910 is good too, but actually, I would pick the Lucky 7 toasted barrel over all of that.
What is that?
Oh, you're gonna
get that review, yeah.
You're gonna get it in the advent calendar.
Oh,
I got an extra bottle, so
nice.
Okay, Lucky.
It's not really distributed.
Yeah, they're a non-distilling producer. It tastes very much like Heaven Hill to me. That's double oaked, but it's at 115 proof.
Really?
And it's awesome. It is so good.
Okay.
Holiday toast. I don't know if I said holiday toast. That's what I meant.
I almost put a Woodford double oaked in this blind for y'all. I should have. I'm kicking myself that I didn't. My wife, she got me a bottle. It was a store pick, and it's really. It's really, really good. I've been saving it, but
I passed.
I'll be right back, guys.
I passed Ben on a. I know it's Total Wine, but still, they had a double oak store pick, and I kept looking, and they wanted $80.
Jeez.
Yeah, was it 80?
Expensive. They're normally
70 for the store pick. 70. That's what it was, and I kept going back and forth, and I never picked it up, and I should have went. Nice.
So what's cool, Ed, is you can pull this ticket back, and it's got like a little scan code underneath, and they're like into film, so they redo like movies, and I think this one's like Charlie Chaplin kind of.
Really?
Yeah, it's a cool concept.
Ooh,
but
that is my girlfriend would love that because she is into like her and her son love like small budget old films and stuff. That would be cool.
It's cool. You can go to their website, I think, and pull up all the films they've done that kind of represent each bottle. But but what's in the bottle is really good. It's like I think that bottle was $70 or $80, so it's not cheap. But
no. Old Eric says he wants a bottle of Weller Foolproof. Good luck.
Yeah. I mean, you're not a homer for saying that. Everybody wants a bottle of Weller Foolproof.
Yeah.
It's good. I just don't necessarily know if it's as good as what people think it's worth.
If you're going after Weller, just go find a 107 and you will be a happy camper all day long.
Yeah.
I love the 107 is as good as it gets.
Or a Maker's 46 cask strength.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to think like what's similar to like a Weller Foolproof that's easy to find or relatively easy to find.
Maker's cask strength 46.
You think it's similar? I haven't had it, so I wouldn't know, but I have had Weller.
And I haven't had Weller, but I can't imagine that the 46 cask strength is is worse. I mean, that stuff was fabulous.
Yeah.
It's good.
I recently had some E.H. Taylor barrel proof at a bar.
Really?
That stuff is good. I was very
ridiculous.
disappointed that I had it because now I'm gonna try to find a bottle, and that stuff's expensive.
I had it at a cask strength blind tasting. We had nine samples.
Oh, that was a collective pour, right?
Yep. And I had never had it. I picked it ahead of everything else, and it wasn't even close. It was so
Really?
and I was mad that I picked it because I'll probably never get a bottle.
Because you're never gonna find it, right?
Yep.
It is so good. I mean, normally I don't enjoy like drinking at bars. I typically don't enjoy it as much because it just feels like I don't get all the notes that I do when I'm like at home.
I agree.
I'm not distracted. I'm not eating something but that one, it held up well to food. I got different notes. It was complex. It was like very dense and thick. And so in order for me to have that kind of an assessment of it, even at a bar, I was like, man, this is good.
Unless you go during COVID to collective pour and no one's in the bar and they pour you that smoke wagon, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
when it's special when you're at a bar, it's something good. I mean, one that really surprised me, I had Rock Hill Farms when I was at a bar one time, and that was good. That was very good. I was thinking it was going to be just okay. I mean, that one surprised me.
Rock Hill Farms is interesting. It definitely is a little different than Blanton's and Elmer T. Lee. It's yeah.
It's got a good finish. It's like, and for Buffalo Trace, for being known for not having a good finish, that one I was surprised. I honestly, I almost thought it was better than Lot B. Because I had both of them at the same night. And
which one?
Lot B.
Rock Hill.
Rock Hill.
Yeah.
Rock Hill was the first, my first bourbon mistake I ever made. When I was just getting into bourbon, I was at Meyer and it was sitting on the shelf for $65. And I was like, oh, that bottle looks stupid. And I went home and then I looked it up and I was like, I need to rush back and get that, I guess. This was like years ago.
Yeah.
I went back and it was gone. I passed it up for $65 on the shelf.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a cool looking bottle, but
it just looked like, I don't know, with the horse, I was just like, oh, they're just trying to like cash in on the Kentucky Derby kind of stuff, and I was just like, but now I love the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Passed on combo pack of Weller Full Proof, Old Weeded Elk, and AD Law Forward Grain for $3.98. That's a good pass.
Yeah, I'd probably pass on that as well. I mean, it depends on how much you like the Old Elk and the AD Lot 4 grain. I assume the AD Lot 4 grain, the reason it's in that bundle is because they can't sell it anywhere else.
Well, that's exactly why it's in those bundles. I mean, there's some guys around here doing those bundles where they're, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about them. I understand why they do the bundles, but don't make me buy your goddamn vodka I don't want, or I'm never going to drink. I get why they're doing it, but it's just annoying.
It is annoying. Or make me buy 3 bottles of Fireball so I can get a Stag Junior.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
It's the game, though. It's the game.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Do y'all have Twin Liquors where y'all are at? Okay. So they're here in Texas, and they
cheap stuff.
They went through a period of bundling allocated stuff with wines and stuff like that, and people just roasted them alive. They ended up having to go ahead and like take them away and stuff like that because people were complaining to their corporate office. And it's like one of those things where they're like pairing like a Blanton's with like a $60 wine, and because the margin on wines is so much more.
Yeah.
And then they started marking up their allocated bottles and like
really,
and then pairing them. It was, I mean, you see some crazy ones. Balcones, they had a release. They have this release that's I think it's Garrison Brothers. They have this high end release that's a $300 bottle, or actually I think it's $400. This store paired it up with a bunch of these wines, and they were marking it for like $1,300. And it's crazy pairing it with like 5 different wines. And it's like, if you're buying this bourbon, you could care less about the wines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's some local stores or local places, I won't name names, but everyone can probably figure it out, that it's doing they were doing like smoke wagon single barrel plus a $250 gift card for $450.
What?
And I'm like, come on,
What?
man. Yeah.
250. Wow.
That's wild.
So you get a smoke wagon store pick and a $250 gift card for $450. So you're paying $200 for a smoke wagon.
Smoke wagon?
For an 8-year MGP. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so it's like, it's not total on the surface. You're like, fuck off.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But if you think about it, it's not terrible. If you visit the place enough, then it's not terrible. I get why they do it, but it still is just, I don't know.
I mean, it's honestly not horrible when you think about like what the secondary value of those things goes for. But still, it's like if you're comparing it to retail, yeah, it's definitely a gouge. But
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it just depends on what they charge for their normal bottles. If you get a $200 gift card for somewhere that charges above retail for everything, then it's like, okay, yeah, fuck off. Like,
yeah. And especially when I've had Cardinal Spirits single barrels, that's MGP as well.
Mm-hmm.
That Cardinal Spirits on its own, like their own distillate, I'm not crazy about, but their sourced MGP, you're hard pressed to be able to tell the difference between that and Smoke Wagon. If you find a good pick, yeah, and their picks are like $45.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Cardinal in Indiana, it just sits on. They can't hardly give that stuff away.
Not you're talking about their own distillate, not the single barrel MGP.
No. Right. So if you see the single barrel, and you're used to just seeing Cardinal sit, you're like, eh.
Yeah.
You pass if you don't know what it is.
Yeah, I would love to at some point send you guys an MGP flight. Do an MGP flight.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I crushed it that last MG. It was almost an MGP flight that we did. Ed, how did you fare in that one?
Not good.
We're neglecting some of the questions. I just looked over.
Eric, you will be a happy man.
What do you say?
He just picked up the cast strength 46.
46 cast.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be happy.
Yeah, check out my review on that if you haven't.
Chris asked mentioned a few things. He said Rock Hill Farm. He likes the Rock Hill Farms, but the John J. Bowman single barrel is very close. I haven't had the single barrel, but I've had the
single barrel is really good. I mean, it's Buffalo Trace distillate. This is the comment I was looking for. There we go.
Oh yeah. There's never a wrong time to put that one back.
No, it's all good.
What's funny though is both times when I beat you and then when when I beat you and then when Lance beat you, they were all very close. So
yeah.
But no one remembers second place. So I guess
second place doesn't matter.
Hey, Lance.
Yeah.
Who was your first Patreon?
Was it you?
Who was your first Patreon, Lance?
I think it was you.
That was this guy right here.
I mean, I guess that's the only time you were probably first. But
oh, wow!
I mean, you lobbed him that softball, Ed. He had to crush it out of the park like he was playing the Dodgers.
Really? Did they win? Who won the World Series?
Hey, it's a new year. All right.
Old shit.
Old shit. Whatever. 14-3. How'd that taste? Beat you like a freaking drum.
So I saw Chris. Chris asked if it was Garrison. I live in Texas. I don't even know how to say that. Balmarie Bray. I don't even know. It's their Madre is the one that's the highest end that they do.
What is it that I can't even say that one too? That was the one that was at the Blue Store, Lance, when I was still in Indiana, and they were selling that thing for $200.
Yeah.
Which one?
That Balmorini or whatever it is.
Yeah, Balmora. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had that at, where'd they have that? A1, Ed? Or they had a couple places. It's like really hit
I
Illinois.
remember you sent a picture of that one. I mean, I've heard it's good. It's just you really have to try Texas whiskey, like before you try that. I mean, it's got like, fig.
I thought of you, Ben, last night when I was with Power of Bourbon. Yeah. We were having a drink at Collective Pour, and we had 291. Have you ever had that out of Colorado?
Mm-hmm.
We had their rye, which was fantastic. And if I had that blind, I would have thought that was Balcones.
Really?
It was really, really good.
I've passed by that stuff because it's so expensive.
Is it? What's it run? We got a pour of it for like $11, and I thought that was pretty decent.
Really?
Yeah, it was like I think it was like 110 or 120 proof rye. It was really fantastic.
Interesting. Their cask strength stuff, I see it on the shelf all the time, but like I know their cask strength stuff is like $80.
Oh wow.
And for me, if it's something that I don't know really well and it's over $60, I'm second guessing if I'm going to buy it.
Oh, 100%. I'm with
that, especially like, I don't know. I'm not a big like age stated guy. If I see something that's age stated, I appreciate it. But I mean, for something that's like not age stated, it's not made by, I guess they've won some awards apparently. But I don't know. I second guess it when I see it because I'm like, I'm just going to go with a Wild Turkey product, or I'm going to go with something that I know is solid, because you can get some real misses.
I have a real hard time not going with the big dogs because they know what works, and it's called time, and just you got to let it sit in the barrel. I mean, you can't force 4 years on a bourbon. I mean, down in Texas, maybe because of the climate, but for the most part, you can't push 6 years. You can't push 8 years. The big dogs got it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
When you get a 10-year Russell's Reserve for $30, no joke, 10 years Russell's for $30, and then you're going to drop $75 on a Garrison that could be good, could taste like horse feed, according to Lance.
Right.
I'm going with Eddie Russell every day.
Right.
It's better.
You're really with smaller distilleries. I think I've said this before. It's basically kind of almost like a not a GoFundMe, a Kickstarter. It's almost like a Kickstarter campaign. It's like you're paying because you believe in what they're doing and you want to support something local and you want to see them turn into something great. Right. I think that's kind of what when you're buying some of these local or smaller distilleries, because even like Woodinville, or even some of these ones like New Riff, some of the ones that are more acclaimed, even still, you compare them to some stuff that's similar price, like from a Wild Turkey or something, they just blow them away. It's like
Did you see the last blind battle I did? I think it was like episode 7. What were the first?
Like Woodinville got like last place.
Yeah, and I tasted Woodinville, and I was like instantly, even from the smell, like the first smell, I was like, this is craft. It's just
and it's apple barrel one.
Yeah, it was the applewood stave finished, and it's like that's why I don't like give those some of those distilleries the same scoring system.
Right.
I feel like it's not fair. I feel like you should grade them like exactly like Ben said. Is it promising? Are they doing things that you like? And let's ride with them and help support them until they get to a place where they're a little bit better. But
that's my feeling on Starlight. I think they're going in a good direction.
I've had some really good Starlight stuff.
They've got some stuff figured out.
Yep.
Hopefully those bottles I got for you guys, you'll really like. They're a Meyer Store Picks double oak. So
Yeah, I can't wait to open that up.
they're good.
I might even put that in the advent calendar. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a Starlight the other night. We were at A1 with Stephen Beam, and they brought a Starlight finished in honey.
Ooh,
what'd you think of that?
It was good.
Okay.
I mean, like, it's not something I would sit down with every night just because it's so sweet. But I was surprised. I really liked it.
They're really they're really putting a lot of science into their stuff.
Yeah.
And
David, Wyatt, I'm going to get to your questions in just a minute.
Yeah, it stops talking.
No, go ahead, Ed. You're fine. You're fine.
You let Ben drive this bus. I mean, we've been in the ditch, we're going through the creek, we're everywhere. But I fell prey to Minnick and the Spirits of French Lick, and I bought that Lee Sinclair.
Oh, what'd you think? No. Sometimes my palate does not line up with Fred's.
No, and that one, maybe, yeah, I might just send you a sample just for the heck of it, just to. But
dude, put it in a blind, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did. I fell prey to it and got the marketing. I'm like, oh shit, Spirits French Lick. This guy's they call him the alchemist, the guy that's the master distiller or whatever. I'm not a big fan of, if I can taste the whole, like taste corn. I'm not a big fan. I'm just.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it is younger, I believe, right? It is younger stuff.
3 years.
They don't have that by me, so I would have bought in a bottle too, because he was just all over that.
Yeah, he was. He was over. I've been like hesitant to pull the trigger on that Alabama distillery Dietling. Nope. I think it's like spelled Dettling. He went crazy over it. But I have not pulled the trigger on that yet. But
no,
I'm sure it's hard to get now because Fred Minnick talked it up. Dennis Grayson asked, what do you think of Lone Elm Texas whiskey? I haven't had it, but maybe Ben has.
So I haven't, but it's one of those ones, if you're going to get Texas whiskey, there's really probably 3 main distilleries you want to look at. If you're going to spend some money, Garrison Brothers is a good one, Balcones is a good one, and Iron Root is another good one. There's some other ones. Lone Elm, they're okay. It's fine. I would not go with them if you are just kind of venturing into Texas whiskey.
Yeah,
David Bays, no, we're talking about all these hitters, but what made me find this channel, Rebel Distiller Collection for under 35 is a good bottle. It's ridiculous. Yeah, if you saw my review on it, I pulled it up because that bottle is insane. And I don't know if it's just this particular barrel, but
you're not a weeder, Lance.
Yeah, it is so good, man. Yeah, like speaking of like bottles that I think would compete with Weller 107, this might even be better. And yeah, it was. So. Yeah, I would love to have it in a blind. I need to do a blind sometime. That might be a good video.
Yeah.
Do it in a blind and see. But it's really, really fantastic. I love this bottle. And then on that same note, the Ezra Brooks Distillers Collection bottles for like $28. I wasn't crazy about this at first, but the more it opened up, it's insane. It's like,
good.
I think it's just basically Elijah Craig, right? Like,
it's real close.
Yeah. I mean, it's fantastic. It is insane. And this is at 107 proof.
I think that's what 107's at. So
yeah, I mean, this has got more peanut notes. This has got more of those like 107 kind of cherry lighter notes, but floral kind of. But both bottles are insane for that, $26 to $35. It's.
What do you think about the Rebel Year 10 year?
I love the 2 barrels I had of Rebel 10. I absolutely loved.
Never had it.
fantastic.
But I've heard a lot of great things about the 10.
I need to find a bottle of it. I passed it up. This is a while back. I passed it up, and I regret that I did.
Yeah, it hits my palate so perfect, Ben. I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a bottle. The 2 bottles that I'm looking for right now, that's one of them. Well, I'm looking for more than 2, but that and the Knob Creek cask strength, the 12-year cask strength. That's another one that I would love to be able to find. But
so hit Aaron up because he asked me if I wanted 2. I said I only wanted 1, so he might have an extra one.
Yeah, I'm gonna message him right away. That's
Wyatt says thoughts on Wilderness Trail. Had their single barrel bottle in Bond tonight, was pretty good. Appreciate what they're doing, how they're doing it. Wilderness Trail's fantastic. I'm going on a barrel pick June 29th on Wilderness Trail. I think we're doing the rye, but I think they're trying to switch it to the bourbon, which I hope we get it switched to the bourbon.
Try this one.
Yeah, but that is, are they considered craft? Are they considered craft? I guess they're considered craft.
I think
yeah.
But
they're starting to put out 6-year stuff, so
yeah, they're a craft distillery that doesn't taste craft.
No.
Yeah.
This stuff right here, I swear when you pop it, pour it in a glass, it is a bag of big league chew bubble gum.
Oh.
It is fabulous.
I hope the picks we get are that good.
Oh, God.
I haven't told you guys yet that I'm going on that pick.
Well, you just did, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I always tell you two before anybody else knows. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm such a loyalist that when you gave me that information on the whole Bardstown thing, man, it's going to be hard pressed for me to buy a bottle of Bardstown now.
Yeah. Ed Bell, why does so many whiskey tubers go gaga over craft? Well, I'm not that guy. I have shit all over craft.
Big time. Hey, Ed, go back and watch Lance's video where I sent him all the Chattanooga craft, and you'll get a big freaking face full of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not.
They do.
I feel bad because I'm just trying to be like, I don't know any other way than to be honest. And their stuff's just young and it's not as good as the big boys, but I appreciate what they do. Like Chattanooga 111, I love. Mm-hmm. Everything else Ed sent me from them, I did not like. And I really, really like the owner or the master distiller at Chattanooga.
But he was cool about it. He took it in stride, right?
He took it really good. Now I've had, I've had the guy from Cat's Eye Distillery get pissed off at me. A guy from Blonde Brothers get pissed off at me.
He got all sour. Jesus. His panties got so far in a bunch. I was like, what?
That was just a stupid comment that he made. Like, what does crafty mean? It's like, you know damn well what crafty means. It means it tastes like shit. Like,
I mean, you're not Jim Beam, okay? You're not.
I mean, it's like there's a reason they went to MGP to put out some of their first offerings before they put out their normal stuff. They used MGP's back to step on so they could put their own stuff out. If they started their own stuff, no one would buy from them. It's just
and Blonde Brothers distillate is still, I'll say this right to their face, it's just not very good. It's not good.
Which is fine. It's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, when you're young, when you're producing younger stuff, it's kind of like, I think that is part of the reason why whiskey tubers, they go gaga over some craft stuff, because you have to appreciate what they're doing. They're trying. And if they're doing good stuff and they're doing it the right way and they're being honest about it, good, more power to them. But you're never going to convince me that that's better than like Rare Breed or, some of these other ones like, 1920. It's like, and they're not supposed to be. There's a reason the big players are the way they are.
And I think a lot of these other guys, they want to be on the cutting edge, and they want to be the first. Look what we found. Oh man. And then, they found this and it's the best. And some of it is, it might be the best to you, but there are millions of pallets out there.
Yeah.
Right.
That,
there's no way that some of these craft distilleries is the best to these people though. There's just not, it's just not, it's young. It tastes, there's just no way. There's certain things that are subjective. That's not even subjective.
Right. No, Joe. I mean, like I said, there is something to be said about time. You can't rush it. You just can't.
Something about time and expertise and years and years and years of mastering a craft.
Yeah.
So you think about these craft distilleries, they can't afford to throw away barrels that don't, that aren't up to par. Whereas some of these big distilleries, they're taking barrels, they're putting them to the side, they're, or they'll take certain barrels,
selling them to these other smaller distilleries,
or
not up to their standard.
They're putting them in the back and giving them to Orphan Barrel.
Right.
It's like, I mean, they put them in the back. They let them age for a few more years. Whereas these craft distilleries, they need to put this stuff out, and they don't have a huge supply. So, I understand the pain that they go through, and that's why some stuff I can appreciate. They're trying, but it's like the little brother trying to play basketball with the older brother. It's like, you're not going to win.
But I'm not, I'm not going to get on and say I love something if I don't love it. And
right.
And if that pisses people off, it pisses people off.
The other thing
but I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be obnoxious about saying that something isn't good either. I'm trying to keep a balance because I do appreciate what they do, and I try to preface everything by saying that, and that's why I just don't review a lot of craft stuff because, man, there's some sensitive people.
Yeah, there is. You put your heart and soul into something, and you see people step on it.
Right. Yeah. The other thing that drives me crazy is every state, you do not have to have a distillery. You don't have to have a bourbon. Why does every state think they need a bourbon, need a whiskey? I mean, leave craft beer brewing to Colorado and Oregon. Really good at it. So let them do it.
Did you guys see
bourbon?
Yeah. So I agree, Ed.
They're really good.
Yep. Did you guys see Lost Prophet's latest one coming out? That's 16-year Dickel.
I saw the comment. That you made on Mash and Drum.
I was like, damn, their marketing team's going after it. They got to sell this stuff.
I mean, I don't know. I do not hate Dickel. I don't hate it. I thought that the sample that you sent, I could tell that was Dickel, but it wasn't off-putting.
The Justice you're talking about?
Yeah. I wouldn't pay that money for it when you can get the 13-year or the 11-year bottled in bond. But I thought it was. I didn't think it was very bad. I mean, I thought it was actually pretty good.
I don't remember what it tastes like, Lance.
Everybody hated it. Everybody on the street hated it.
That's because we tasted 63 bourbons that night.
Everybody was saying it smelled like socks.
Yeah. Was that the night you lost? Or probably.
Yeah.
No,
I think that was the night.
No, that was the night Lance lost.
What I lose?
Your dignity.
Oh, you're talking about when you're at my house.
Ask your wife. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was not a good night.
Well, that's when I tasted so like I said, I can't remember. I mean,
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, that was too
funny.
You
gave it to us on the live stream as well. We did a live
I did.
It wasn't good.
Yeah. Garrison Wire, Wilderness Barrel Proof Rye is solid. Yeah, it is. It's really good. We did that on the Advent calendar too. People were kind of hit and miss on it blind.
Yeah, it's better than Pinhook.
It's not true.
Yes, it is. It's 100% true.
Old Pinhook.
Oh, Rebel 10, favorite bottle under 75.
Yeah, it's really good, David. I agree. Ben, if you see it, buy it. It's good.
I know. I need to. Yeah, I just gotta.
I'm gonna be on the lookout for it around here.
Yeah, if you find it, it's one that people, if you can find it in a store, it's one that they're not marketing it up really.
Justice is a Flintstone vitamin.
Yeah. And you know what? It's not even as bad as some Dickel that I've had. That's that mineral note, but it's there. But like Ben, I think actually didn't mind it too bad in the Justice. Mm-hmm. I think that extra age kind of rounds it out a little bit.
If you let it sit for a while, like when we were tasting it, it actually kind of had like a wild turkey funk. Like it reminded me of that. kind of like this bottled and bond, the 17-year. But after it sit for a while, I went back to it, and it was very much like stewed apples. Like that Flintstone vitamin note turned into like stewed apples. So if you're drinking it, let it sit for a while, taste a few other things, and come back to it and see what you think.
Yeah, and that's what I love about the barrel stuff. Even though it's got Dickel in it, I was so hesitant to get it, but they're doing a really good job of blending out that mineral note and leaving the awesome fruit notes that Dickel has. So like batch 27 is a good example. From the little bit I had that Ed sent in from batch 28, it tasted very similar. And I haven't even looked at the mash bill, but I'm pretty sure 28 had some Dickel in it as well. Eric May says, lucky to have Driftless Glen. That's another good craft distillery.
I've heard a lot about that.
Yeah.
People talk a lot about it.
Yep.
I was very hesitant on Wilderness Trail, but once I pulled the trigger, that's solid. That's solid.
Yeah, I'm excited to go there at the end of June and do a pick.
That's cool.
It'll be fun. All right, guys. I think that about does it.
All right.
Unless you guys want to drink more, but
I mean, I'd love
to drink more.
I gotta work, but
yeah, Ed's got to work, so I don't want to keep Ed up. And it's actually you're an hour ahead of us, aren't you?
Oh, it's 11:30 here.
Yeah.
Look at you.
What are you guys on the old Redwood Empire? You guys pulling any triggers on the Redwood Empire at all?
Lost Monarch is the only one I've had, which I love.
Okay. I have
I'm a fan of it.
I have the pipe dream, and I'm a big fan of that if you like cinnamon. Ooh.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Lost Monarch, I don't know. I guess it's that rye blend. I'm not a huge fan of rye for the majority of stuff. Like some stuff I can appreciate, but the Lost Monarch, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that one.
I enjoyed it, and I like the pipe dream. Whatever they've got one more, but I haven't ever tried it. So
they apparently have some MGP, some like port finished, I believe MGP. It's called like Haystack Needle or something like that.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Apparently that's good. I mean, that's another one that's really priced up because it's finished MGP. But I'd be interested to try that one and see what that one tastes like. I don't have as much experience with finished stuff. I mean, I've had some cognac stuff, I've had some port stuff, but I need to get into some more finished stuff.
According to the one review I saw from Dusty Dan on Starlight, he loved their sherry cast finish.
Yeah,
he raved about that one, and that one's hard to find. You can get it at the distillery, but it's hard to find on the shelf. They are releasing a bottled and bond now. That I've seen, but I haven't. I tried it at the distillery, pretty good, but I haven't pulled the trigger on buying it. So,
yeah, I think it's just there's a lot of different stuff out there that, especially with finished stuff, you can really go wrong with that, and so it's tough, especially on the newer distilleries that are doing finished stuff. It's hard to know if you should buy it or not.
Yeah.
So. What you seeing any sniffs of stag anywhere, Lance? No dice.
No, I mean as soon as I see him, man, I'll buy him up. But yep, haven't seen anything else. I had that one bottle I sent to Ben, and if I find another one though, you and Aaron are who I'm looking for. So
Aaron does not need anything else.
No, I think that's like one of his unicorn bottles he's never been able to find.
Yep.
That's crazy. He has so many bottles.
Yeah, like I really am trying to find a bottle for him because I think that's a unicorn bottle of his. So
he recently got a bottle of the Augusta. What was it? The Augusta. I don't remember. It's like a $200 bottle, but it's sourced. I can't remember how old it is, but it's supposed to be really good. And he's like, I'm going to save it. I don't know for when, but
for our fall trip, man.
Hey, there you go. What? Yeah, that's gonna be a fun time.
He cracks me up with the number of Elijah Craig barrel proof bottles he has. I think we've got them all the way back to like 17 for crying out loud. It is ridiculous.
That's a good bottle. Those bottles, yeah. I love the 920. The 920 C920, it's so good.
Good. Yeah, hopefully we can get together in the fall and do a big bottle share. That'll be amazing. I'm really looking forward to that if we can do it. So, I can do it.
We have to. We have to do it.
Yeah.
I think we can make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Great conversation, guys. Thanks for all the input. Need to call it a night. Yep. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Ben, thanks for an amazing flight, man. This was great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you liked them. I'm glad you liked them.
Awesome.
That was quality. That was really good.
Yep. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting the channel and everything you do.
No, this has been fun.
Absolutely, man. Let's plan a good one for 2000.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta think of what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
Right.
Who else can kick Ed's ass?
But if losing by one is getting my, I guess it doesn't matter.
No?
Yeah, doesn't matter. I love you, Ed. You're my favorite.
I still lost. But hey, you know what? If I can drink bourbon like this and lose,
there you go.
Yeah, I had such a blast tonight, guys.
So much fun. Thanks again, Ben. Great sample.
Absolutely. It was a great time. No, I enjoy these blind flights. It really opens your eyes to certain things that you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. All right, guys. Have a great night. We will see you again probably on our 2,000 subscriber. As we go, I might try to do these like the first Friday of every month. So I might start making this a monthly thing. Yeah. So, but right now we'll just wait till we hit 2,000 and then we'll go from there. But
it's gonna be quick.
Anybody out there, give the Tornado a like, a sub. Yeah. Good quality stuff.
All right.
Yep.
Cheers, guys. Love you guys very much, man.
All right, everybody. See you.
Take care, guys.
Bye.